Hi guys, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a quick Divine Masculine read for you. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment below. If you should want any information about my sand art or the other messages of some amazing downloads today in my Divine Feminine read, you can refer to that one from today. But this is just for the Divine Masculine. It's a quick one for those Divine Masculines who don't have as much patience maybe as some of the Feminines to watch the information about these videos, okay? So I'm going to get right into it. It is December 15th, 2018. 15 is all about the shadow energy, and the day adds up to the 3811, which is the Queen of Cups. The masculine read was done, it was dealt at 3:44 and finished the deal at 4 o'clock. The major arcana was Ascension, which is the World, Emperor, which is Reason in the Sirian Starseed deck, Hanging Man, which is the Hangman, and then the after the read card was the Hermit, which is why am I blanking out? Oh, that's right. The Hermit is Reflection. Sorry, in the Sirian Starseed. That's just blanking out. My retrieval abilities aren't very good since my concussion. Sorry about that. Okay, so we had 3 wands, 1 sword, 3 pentacles, and 1 cup. And the court cards were the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles came up too. It's not a court card, but I see it often as a person, so you may as well. And the numbers that came up for the Divine Masculine were 999s, which is huge for endings. Triple digits don't usually come up in the reads, okay? That means that there's 3 9 cards in the read. The numbers in the coding came up 75, 99, 174, 12, 30, 31, 31, and like I said, 999. The codes were all about patience and synchronicities. All right, so your signs and synchronicities, but patience. And it was about the Divine Feminine inside the Divine Masculine. I was actually getting some of the twins maybe getting together to do retreats, or someone maybe going on a trip to Hawaii. But I was getting a group of 9, but a group that's good at patience and synchronicities. Also, I was getting 99 bottles of beer on the wall, and cries and stalling, like that energy of crying and stalling. People with illusions. So, and I wasn't getting this, I was getting this about the karmic energy around them. But also about crystals, using crystals. Heaven in their eyes and illusions, but maybe 9 young ladies, good at patience and synchronicities, so maybe bonding with young people. And also maybe doing some kind of purge of 9 nights of crying and stalling, like to get it all out once, like a masculine would want to get it done and over with. But 9 nights was coming up too, of whether it's your sovereignty, maybe it's trying to go 9 nights without something that that you are addicted to, whether it's just sweets or drinking or whatever it is, but using patience and synchronicities. And definitely young energy was coming up here, as well as being sovereign or on your own, being happy on your own. Okay, but it's definitely about using the energy of the twins in synchronicity to do this, to find the power to do this. So it starts out, number 27 also comes up, which is the Ace of Wands. And again, I was getting the energy of the Ace of Wands, which is the new passion, with the Divine Feminine within the Divine Masculine. So them working together within their energies to come together, and to help the masculine come into his sovereignty, okay? So the energy I was getting from the read was charging in before it's too late. And actually before the read, 2 downloads I got was being seasick and sold to the highest bidder. So the first thing I was getting was someone on a cruise, like, because they're getting seasick, but also, they have those painting sales on the ship, something like that. But I was getting that as one situation. But charging in before it's too late to rescue the wounded warrior from a fate worse than death. The wounded warrior, Firewalker, rises to tango. And that's when the Ace of Wands came up. New passion of the Divine Feminine within the Divine Masculine. No options but and the situation was coming up is the Divine Masculine feeling like they have no options at this point but to divorce or leave a work situation or spirituality with a third party through work, or no options but to leave a work commitment due to not getting along or mediocrity at work. Maybe you're not agreeing on the way you should go forward, unable to focus and just not work, or just not working. The King of Wands may be suffering in silence, out in the open, watching a messenger of truth talk about anxiety or imprisonment of a connection, a soulmate twin. Or he watches an air sign rushing in to rescue a wounded warrior twin, who's a woman. Or the King of Wands sees himself doing this to rescue his own twin, to release both of them from prison in hostage negotiations was coming up. But also there was some negative energies here. I was getting like young girl, kidnapping, things like that. So there was a little bit, it wasn't majorly negative, but there was some of that coming in. So someone might have that situation, unfortunately. The Devil or a Capricorn person, so it's one or the other, not both together, is out watching an abandoning ship. The King of Wands could also be in prison watching his son go get the girl. So it's like seeing a masculine going to visit his father who may be in prison, and them actually having a really good talk and like getting over some past things and having a really deep conversation about this and whatever his example was to his son, now explaining everything behind it and basically telling him to go get the girl. So that was a really sweet message. But so after this father and son talk, hoping that his son learns from his mistakes, the Devil or Capricorn watching a sinking ship as a family goes down with the ship, activities, shopping, and all. So this could be figuratively, or it could be someone literally on a cruise, okay? As the Knight of Swords and the Wounded Warrior are ready to tango. Romantic feelings comes up as the underlying energy, and beneath that is true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. A Taurus or old man Hierophant, who could be a narcissist as well, takes a good look in the mirror at his fantasy boob before he or she goes under the knife. Knives and mirror on the table as the surgeon cuts the thread, the sutures, ending a lifelong obsession about death, hair, boobs, or a fantasy he's been obsessed with. Now looking at his own insecurities, thinking that she's too good for him. Cutting hair or cutting cords, ending whatever it is for good. The truth was always right there in front of him. Or there's a death of an old man and a fantasy family legacy comes to a grinding halt. It was just smoke and mirrors and all for nothing. And then the underlying energy came up, individuality, which is all about the masculine being in his authenticity. And then underneath that was spiritual partnership. Okay, and so that first comes from from yourself, having a spiritual partnership with yourself, your connection to your higher self, right? And balancing your masculine and feminine within. A treasure chest is gone or empty. No throwing stars. So someone might have had something stolen, or maybe it's just gone now, over sadness and loss of Batman and food stamps, destitute, parting ways after seeing the ray. Saying goodbye to partner and kid or kids, as she goes back to church and he in another direction, both in a murky fog, grasslands, wetlands, down in jungle land. The 4D death and murkiness of those long forgotten as he lets go of clinging to money, time, and energy. An empty victory, now sorry and apologetic as he releases his last 2 coins, possibly in a trade for release from servitude, to negotiate getting a third out of prison or selling a hostage to the highest bidder. Recently, the Knight of Swords sends 5D messages of a new life, destiny, with a high priestess about their psychic abilities, or a secret that he ran away from. The Queen of Pentacles reversed was ungrounded at the time and needed a new perspective. The Knight of Swords, Wounded Warrior, has dumped everything, cut ties, and took off for a spiritual partnership where he could be his authentic self. The foundation for the read is all about the 5 of Crystals, feeling shunned from the group and holding back passions in verbal abuse. The King of Cups feels stuck or is destitute without a car wanting to speak his truth of romantic feelings and true love. And centrally, the issue or the energy is all around ascension and the world and completing things, burning the past of mediocre love, mediocre savings, performing for tricks, kicks, and giggles, no attention, and feeling like a failure. The Knight of Swords made an offer to a Cancer Leo, or a monetary offer to a Cancer, exposing his love that he wants to offer, presently coming together with a Nine of Pentacles, who's a sovereign female, who has everything that she needs, an independent female, coming together with this Nine of Pentacles at night to find peace with his angel. Rising above financial loss or losing everything in a divorce or business payoff, now the Emperor calls partner and kids to action. Reveille as soon as the moon is down and the sun arises. Rise and shine, tempering the beast, or announcing judgment to an Aquarius Leo, of deception and jealousy, standing their ground and letting go. Dumping all burdens and manifesting, even if it means rejection. The Emperor is stubborn, lazy, or not working until divorce is final, or he's protesting an injustice. The Emperor is sad and regretful for silencing someone, or for having kept quiet about his passionate feelings and longing for 5D sexual energy, jealousy of harsh reality that she has peace, wanting to manifest a new life with Angel High Priestess, or protecting his new life lover, third party, from the High Priestess, or exposure of an arrest, a child's arrest, a lover's arrest, or rehab of any of the three, or him being held captive by a Leo, protecting his lifestyle, his partner, his kids, his secrets, his alcohol issues or control issues from being exposed. Soon, the Knight of Wands, King of Pentacles, is no longer fighting or conflicted about the High Priestess, the secret, the psychic abilities, patience, a Sagittarius alcoholic, the King of Pentacles chasing or intimidating women, or acting like Superman and begging forgiveness of the woman with implants, or the one with a unilateral mastectomy, or the King and Queen of Pentacles not getting along with patient angel High Priestess in the mix, or a Sagittarius with alcohol issues, or a big white Hershey's Kiss, or potion maker. Open books and cats, feet and knees, red cape, boobs, and profile pics. The King of Pentacles is now grounded and moving passionately toward a new life. He is avoiding disaster or cleaning up from a King of Wands visit, now feeling sadness of getting his wish but then not being happy, or not getting his wish and then grieving and ending. 6 rays of light on the King of Wands. The romance angel cards that he got were playfulness, okay, let your lighthearted self come out, and also it's safe to love, okay. Around the Divine Masculine is someone with a right knee block, hanging out to be wise with their kids, a moody Queen of Cups reversed, who could also be a Leo Queen of Cups reversed, so either over-emotional, moody, or very manipulative energy here. But ending pain could be about betrayal, or it could be about back pain or right knee pain, feeling hung out to dry, or inverting for a right knee or back pain. The Divine Masculine needs to clear blocks of a new life, looking back at overindulgences or third-party resistance, clinginess or wanting to die, or him seeing them as lazy. The cards coming up in the underlying energy from the numerology deck were all about patience and synchronicities, but even more so, complete rebirth and teaching and learning. The twins out together, some twins are out together dealing with rejection, waking up and exposing control issues, having tried to wake up others who just refused his attempts at attention, trying to lead the way to light, dealing with kid issues and a cold ex. Excited to release stuck emotions and end the battle of the wounded warrior. Exposing refusal to see the truth of the hermit with light, but also alone in the dark. Dysfunctional family legacy of the Emperor reversed is he's walking away from that, or he is the Emperor walking away. Disconnecting from deception of a Queen of Wands reversed. Split for new love opportunity, for real love and affection. Okay, so the wounded warrior is alone, is seeing 6 rays of light and a right knee block, and sending 5D messages to the world to find his own sovereignty, getting busy for a new life, the Emperor leading the journey with the Hermit, with the light, seeing now the attention given to him by the Hermit, who was protecting their heart. Okay, and that's the read. And right at the end of the read, I was getting Cookie Monster saying, cookies! So somebody might be craving cookies. Okay, so I'm going to just pull one. Yeah, I'll pull one last card for you, and then I'll let you go. All right, this is for the Divine Masculine, Twin Flames. This December 15th, 2018. What is the last message for the Divine Masculine? Take a deep breath. Deep breath. Okay, so what is it for everyone watching today or any time? For everyone watching, for the best and highest of all, and the best and highest good of all those concerned, what are the messages for the Divine Masculine Twins today? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Okay. All right. So the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. Okay. So this came up around you in the read. Okay, Ten of Swords, and underneath that is the Queen of Swords. Okay, so there definitely could have been coming up with that verbal abuse. So some new information came out. So you may be recovering now from some kind of financial loss, but some new information came out now. So now the Queen of Swords is upright, but dealing with some pain, whether it's about betrayal or back pain. It could be any kind of pain like that. But it's the end of the cycle. The Queen of Swords speaking her truth after getting new information. So it even could be like me talking to you now, okay? This is just the underlying energy of the deck. The cards that came out for you guys were here. This is the first three, so another group too. The Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so it's all about money for you guys. So what's new, okay? So we have the Page of Pentacles, which can be a child. We can have a mother and two children here. One of the children is older and is not in her power right now. She's spending too much money, or she's losing her independence, maybe because they lost money. She can't do that anymore, but she's not happy right now. The other two are okay. The mother and the other child would be fine in this situation, but this could also be they're just enjoying what they have in their environment. But it also could be about opportunity or an invitation or researching energy, about loss of power or loss of money, and how to come back into, you know, a good place where you're enjoying your surroundings. It also could be how the Divine Masculine sees himself between him and his Divine Feminine. You know, that he needs to catch up with her as far as the energy work, but neither one of them wants to still be single. Because also the Nine of Pentacles, when this is reversed, it also may mean that you don't want to be single anymore. It could be not standing in your power, because this is standing in your power on your own. This would be, you know, losing money, power, independence, but it also can be no longer wanting to be single, like ready. Because the other two cards were both upright as far as manifesting in Pentacles, so that was actually good. Then the other two cards we have here are the Eight of Swords reversed, which is good, because that means you're free from anxiety or from prison, a mental prison or actual prison, by reciprocity, by balancing give and take, by giving to others, by giving to the poor, by teaching and learning. So you free yourself by giving to others, and a lot of you do that naturally, just, you know, working too much to get out of your head. But that's what's coming up for you guys. So it's good. The Pentacles actually are really positive, but, you know, one of your kids may be spending too much money, right? Or you have a kid who just, you know, who wants a boyfriend or something like that. But it could be also that you coming together with your feminine. Neither of you want to be single anymore. It's about getting, you know, staying out of your head in that positive vibration, that high vibration, by giving to others. Teaching and learning, but sharing, okay? So make sure you drink your water and get out there and do some hiking. Rise and be loved, guys. Have an amazing day. Bye.